Child, it looks like JT really wants smoke with all the girls because she and Ari Fletcher just got into it after she seemingly called Ari a club groupie. This came after JT went off on a fan for telling her that she shouldn't be going on a tour when she only has 2 songs to her name. What's even messier about this is that some people feel like she was also throwing some shade at Jayda and Yung Miami. It's unclear why exactly JT felt the need to throw them under the bus while defending herself, but people were not here for it, and they dragged her to filth. Just a few weeks ago, she got into it with Saucy Santana, and they even ended up unfollowing each other on IG. Now she going after Ari too? JT seriously needs to pipe down, because one of these days, she gonna mess with the wrong person, and they gonna knock that attitude right up out her. Now, for those of y'all who didn't know, JT announced a couple days ago that she was gonna be embarking on a solo tour around the US. The tour was mainly supposed to be taking place in nightclubs and other very small venues. Now, even though her fans were definitely excited to see her, some people were hella confused as to why she's rushing to go on tour if she only has like 2 solo songs. They felt like she was getting ahead of herself and rushing into things. Others were just straight up roasting her performing in nightclubs despite having one of the biggest hip-hop girl groups, like this person who said, JT is really over. She's performing at bars. JT was really pissed off when she saw people telling her that she didn't have enough catalog to go on tour yet, so she quickly jumped on Twitter, or X, I guess, to defend herself. She specifically responded to somebody who was trolling her for going on tour when she only had like 3 songs out. The person said, "Y'all going to that 3-song concert?" To which JT replied, "Yes. Y'all go see girls with no songs pour liquor down their throat, but y'all draw the line with my great music? Go sit your goofy self down. Be trying to be so different. Matter of fact, come work the door." This is where things got even messier because people immediately got on her neck and accused her of throwing shade at Ari, Jayda, and even Yung Miami. And what made things worse for JT is that she didn't even bother to clear up the rumors, and this only had people that much more convinced that she was trying to be messy. As most of y'all already know, Ari and Jayda are both influencers, and they sometimes get booked at nightclubs to appear at clubs for a night or 2. During these club appearances, they typically sell tickets to their fans who want to see them, and these tickets are very expensive. So while they're turning up, their fans sometimes will pour liquor into their mouths to get the party going. This is something that both Ari and Jayda have been doing for years. It's basically part of their brand at this point. Now, if you look back at JT's tweet, she was basically bashing the people who had no problem spending hundreds of dollars to go see Ari and Jayda at a club, but they have a problem coming to see her perform 3 songs. It was clear as day that JT was throwing shade at Ari and Jayda. One person said, "She talking about Jayda, Ari, and etc." Another person said, "She shading Ari? Cause, why you hating? They can do that." Not only did people think JT was trash talking Ari and Jayda, but they also believed JT was low-key sneak dissing Carisha too. Ever since the City Girls went down the drain and Diddy cut Miami off financially, she's been struggling to make the money to maintain this lavish lifestyle she's been used to. She was even recently trolled by people for selling her clothes to her fans cause she's broke. But see, selling clothes isn't the only thing Miami has been doing these days to make a living for herself. She's also been hosting club appearances. And just like Ari and Jayda, all she does during these appearances is pour liquor down folks' throat and turn up with the people who bought tickets to see her. People have been posting several flyers of her club appearances to drag her for now doing club gigs since she's broke. It's real interesting that JT put up a very shady tweet around the time that Miami was getting slammed for being broke and making club appearances to pay her bills. Let's also not forget the fact that Miami pretty much replaced JT with Ari ever since she and JT started silently beefing. Miami's barely seen anywhere with JT these days, but she's always with Ari. I mean, just a few weeks ago, Miami flew all of her friends out to Vegas for her 30th birthday party, and JT was nowhere to be seen. But guess who was right along there with Miami? Ari. As if that isn't already a sign that there's some serious drama brewing among the girls, Saucy Santana also recently unfollowed JT on IG, and she returned the favor by unfollowing him too. It's really unclear where all this tension is coming from, but JT clearly does not like Ari at all. Now, this sounds like a very logical reason to me. me, cause JT had no business throwing shade at Ari, especially since the whole situation didn't have a thing to do with her. She clearly just doesn't like Ari and decided to use this as a moment to shade her. Now, as usual, people had their own 2 cents about this. Some people dragged JT for coming at Ari unprovoked, and some also claim that people were just reaching and trying to create drama between them. One person said, "The difference is they're influencers, so people know they not rapping. They literally going just because of their presence. So again, why would I go to a concert and you got 3 songs, even if I liked your music?" Another person said, "I think JT was just being honest, and it is true. But it's also true that that's Ari and Jayda's job. They don't have to do too much. Think she was just trying to make a point. We know people hate JT, and whatever she say, people got something to say about her. So that's nothing new." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about JT throwing shade at Ari? And are the fans right or reaching about JT being messy? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.